when you're receiving heads of state from different parts of the world, and we are playing the phantom from, do we look like funny people?
No.
And the dancers are moving their limbs. Do they look like people who do not know what they are doing?
No.
Thank you. And so in every group, you would have a leader, right? So when I work with my group, at that point, you would meet me. I might be the interface, or somebody else might be there. I feel not all these people, especially in the cultural performance space, might have had the privilege of too much formal education or have access to some of the spaces that people who look down on them might have had. Do you get my point? But they have something you do not have. They have that power of creativity, which is given to them. Do you get my point? I would encourage my people. I always encourage my people. Let's put ourselves together in a very organized manner. Let us have leadership. So that I need you for an event. How much will you take? Let's have somebody who does that interfacing, who understands the language of customers, who can do that for us.
More like having business people to front.
Have business people to do these things for you. I think it makes people take you a bit more seriously. You have your videos that you can show to clients and say, look, we have done these things. We have pictures. We have this event. We have that event. In a more organized manner. 3, openi bi baby chairman. Shepe nyina yontomangwa. Oh, you're looking gorgeous. Let that outfit be ripped by a nail. Immediately you realize that the wearer's confidence dips. To shepe nyina yontomangwa. Nobody lives in these plush hotels. We all we go to work in these fancy office buildings, yet we go home. And so aside everything we do, we also go home to families, just like everybody else goes home to families. So if your family deserves something that is good, our families deserve things that are good too. If you deserve anything that is good, the other person deserves what is good. Manager, if your cleaner does not come to the office to clean that space, it would not look good enough for you to come and use. You'd be spending productive office hours having to come and do that in addition to all the work that you do that you consider more important than getting the washroom cleaned. Yet when you are distressed and you walk into the washroom and it's not in good shape, what do? So think about it that way, And so I feel our people should just realize this is their calling. If it was not important, why do you go call them? You think you can just take them for it because it's just. If it's just, I've told some clients, I'm like, Chief, Sebi, they talk 30, make I talk 40. Sebi 40, do one, then keep your money. With all respect, do it and keep your money. If it's really about the money, we love the things we do. That is why we do it. Do you see the expression when these arts are being expressed? Do you get my point? So I feel it's just a thing of respect and understanding. Sometimes we do not understand the things we do. Every single rhythm has a meaning. Every single drum stroke, every single bell stroke, every single motion, movement, expression has a meaning. Do you get my point? If it was not nice, why would we want to place it as a front line, the first thing that any visitor coming in sees? And so let us show that value some respect. I feel when we do that, it will go a long way to serve us. Let me give you a nice example. We buy carvings, we buy paintings, we buy kente strips and give them to visitors because if you always speak so well of Ghana, so you cherish the product, what of the person who produces it? How much value do you place
on that person?
Because without this person, you're not receiving that thing that you really gloat over, and you might not even know how it was made. Do you get me? So I feel it's just us. Everything us is just downplayed. How should a person carry themselves? I know that you want the person to carry themselves in a very Western formal way.
As they say, bougie.
Thank you very much. In a Western formal way. That might not be exactly what you get. Let me give you a nice example. I've usually had this experience. I like to walk into events dressed with maybe my tee and my shorts. I want to see where my drum is placed, where this run my sound check. When I am done,
you settle.
I change. So you meet people, maybe service providers, somebody's a waiter passing with a drink or something. You ask courteously, and you get a very off expression. I'm like, okay, guys, give me 7 minutes. So I go in, I change, and I enter the same. Oh, Nana.
The demeanor changes.
You see, so we like to give recognition to plastic things. Not to say that if somebody has affluence, it's necessarily plastic.
Yeah.
But somebody can also put up that front just so you will give them whatever kind of treatment, because you want to place them above you because they are dressed a certain kind of way, or they are placed a certain kind of way, or do a certain kind of job. When you go to a restaurant, who waits on you?
Yeah.
And you think that person is not important. What did they just bring? Food, sustenance, life. And so it's just us. Let's just show love. Let's just show respect.
We should be tolerant of each other
Trust me.
and treat others as we would want to.
Of respect.